I was mortal once. A prince then. A prince now. I am the God Slayer!
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and Part 9 of our Kevin the Daemon Prince, SFO Grimmhammer, and the Old World campaign. In today's episode, the Keepers of Bliss, led by this cultist Balalcast, have attempted to sally on out to throw down, and fair enough, they've got a lot of spawn Slaanesh. They're thinking they have a pretty decent chance of bringing us down, and a couple of cavalry as well we'll have to deal with. We don't have that much in terms of cavalry ourselves. We've got all sorts of spellcasters and a pretty terrifying hero core here of absolute bad buns. What we're going to try to do is keep all of their front line engaged with these spearmen and the spawn of Siege, while everyone else charges in and rips apart these spawn of Slaanesh best we can, because bonus V infantry on 25 is pretty dangerous. We'll get up to 75 melee attack while fighting against infantry, so we definitely need to keep our mainline lads a little bit away from them while blasting the fools with magic. Let's get to it. Right then, let's start our deployment, and we will set up as close to, looks like up this hill as we can. So we know Slaanesh will likely be charging right over towards us, especially as they did initiate the fight. Let's go for the spearmen up front in as boxy of a formation as we can. We do have to worry about Slaanesh devastating flanking. They have the option to do. We have to just kind of absorb that and hope that the barrier will take the brunt of that initial charge. Cores in the middle. And Sweelers also have that Conduit of Infinity. Replenishes ammo and gives everyone in the range a bit of spell resistance. Pretty good stuff. Have our very powerful Sky Rays and then our two Hounds. I'm going to have the Hound Dogs take the top position here with Seekers. Can't move back too far. Hard to see where the terrain's causing issues, but there. I want our Shrieking Sky Rays rolling with Kevin. The plan is I'm going to have Kevin splash down in the middle of all of their cavalry, and then just let them blast them to bits with their ray gun ability. The Lamprey's Bite. Okay, so behind this group even, we're going to have the Bloodletters. I want the Spawn of Tzeentch that are less wounded on this side. Need some powerful units in the middle. Which, for that, I guess we'll go for... They really don't want to be in the center. We'll have Slaanesh warriors fighting alongside the Coordinate boys. Surely that's not going to cause any issues. These Forsaken also kind of in a clumped up formation. They do have bonus V infantry, but armored. Should be able to absorb that initial charge pretty well. Furies up here, and who are we really missing? Blue Horrors, which we're going to use as still more flank units, so push this squad out a little bit. Blue Horrors on the sides, rather than get attacked than some of our other more important units. Okay, so let's grab all of the heroes. Three up front here. All of our front line, missile troops, and the beasties. Need to keep in mind, I'm trying to look and just briefly get a mental tab on all of the abilities we have access to here. You're great at hunting down lords, but the fact that you were very susceptible to damage is something we're going to have to keep in mind. Right then. Falling out a bit. This is as good as we can get prepared for here. We'll start the battle, and we will do a little bit of falling back up the top of this hill. Go wide there, Hounds. Evan, you kind of stay out this way. And we'll just try to keep an eye on what the Hellstriders are up to. I also want to be quick on the dropping down extra blue horrors. Those blue horrors up on the hill. Our Seekers fall back a little bit. Alright, they're just gonna stream on over like a bunch of mad lads. Fair enough. Blood Reaper, you fall back a little bit.
I am ready.
We can use a lot of our activated abilities here to really lower the melee attack. Oh, I guess we just let them get charged. That was my mistake. They cross the field quickly, don't they? Slid in the middle of these Hellstriders and try to draw the rest of them towards him. Something to stop the charge, throw down the blue horrors behind them. They really chose to go right past. That I wasn't expecting at all. You charge on in here, Demonette. 4A boys move in. Try to drop off all the abilities as quickly as we can here. Fall on through. It's a mess up here in the north. Blue horrors, you go after this group of spawn. While the spearmen help out. Let's go for as much extra tankiness as we can on this group here. Then fly back over the top while you're doing it. Lampreys right, drop down the goodies here. We've got them all over the place, don't we? Blue horrors, you turn. Pink horrors. You can go after, say, this individual group of demonettes. Kevin's doing fine for himself. We can drop down a gate of Tzeentch here. This group needs some help. Lampreys bite. You guys go ahead and land and deal with this group. Got warriors all over the place. Drop down that melee attack and defense, and then just keep chucking stuff at them. Warriors rallying. That got hectic quickly, didn't it? I don't see too many enemies on these other sides here, so let's just drop down the bolt of change here. They do keep charging in and out with their Hellstriders. It's not really working that well for them. In fact, let's go ahead and see if we can't stop that permanently. And our Loress, you can have you come in and deal with this cultist Slaanesh. Charge them. We did lose our summonable blue horrors. Oh no. Whatever shall we do? Now let's roll this flank. Extra ammunition for everyone. You can watch the fighting. Love the little explosions as they go off. And just look at these spawn of Slaanesh though. Hulking behemoths. I can't wait to start getting some of them in our mortar campaign. It'll be great to use all as one here. We might try to get an entire army of just spawn. We'll call them the overly gifted or something. I'll find a good proper name for them. I don't think there's much else we need to do here. We can give our units a little bit more armor one more time, just to make sure that the lads make it through the fight. Everyone fighting against these spawn. The Lord of Excess. First for eternity for taking out Steve Irwin. Most brutal of combined arms here. For anyone who is not currently fighting some spawn, come over here and find some to punch. You guys turn around. Not sure what unit that was that just exploded, but good on you guys for whatever you did. We'll have these Furies re-hiding. Face off these devoted marauders if you have the chance. Keep this along, and that's a victory. Well done, demons. Cookies for all. Hopefully the Keepers of Bliss find their ecstasy in being kicked across the lawn. We gain a fair bit of favor there. What we should do is offer this to... Oh, we offer it to Slaanesh for the favor. While the other kind of passive army abilities I like more. Ooh. Less seduce units budget by 50%. That is fantastic. Keeps them from stealing our units almost ever. But now we can steal units ourselves, which this is my least favorite of all of the different abilities, because you do have to use gold to do it, but it can completely turn battles on your side if you just yoink the enemy's artillery or whatever their most elite cavalry is. Pretty good stuff. So we have 5,000 gold. I would love to get Kraka Ornsmotek up, but we've got a lot of gold in one basket there at the point there at this moment. So what we should do... It's actually a very tough call. We got 3. What does it take to go up to the next tier on the main settlement there? It's probably 5, which will be a very long time. What we'll do then is increase 4 gold, the one that's kind of in the center. So that's more the choke point settlement we need to upgrade, so we'll go for that one first.
Do the ruinous powers forsake us?
No, they don't forsake you. Quit being a complainer. Faction-wide casualties captured post-battle sounds awesome. I don't think there's anything else we could really do with the gold at this point in time, so let's grab that.
Yes.
Evan, you didn't get any skills, but everyone else did, so that will work. Final point into Locus of Wrath, which gives us, looks like, 1 more melee attack for the whole army while in a siege, which is not fantastic, but stones on a mountain. Prismatic Plurality allows for a bit of cooldown reduction when casting. Now that sounds good to have. Well, see, we'll have you right next before when the battle kicks off. And I would love to send you back around after Gorong Dobas Klof. Oh. Dobek Zolf? That's a fairly well defended settlement, but it's a bunch of marauders, so magic can blend them apart pretty aggressively. Kevin? Do the honors. Do we yoink it either? Nope, that's far too expensive. Now we can yoink units. Awesome.
Now is the time of conquest.
Lost 58 still. We're disappointed in each and every one of you. You will be remembered. I'll name none of these others, and this is the main settlement, so therefore it is going for Tzeentch. Correct? No, let's go for Nurgle this time. We're going to combine Horn and Nurgle. Capturing Krakadorden progresses our Parchment and Ink quest, so now we need to build a great library, and a choice must be made. So we have to ensure that a Tzeentchian shrine has been built. Oh, we already have that. Blue scribes may have just slipped your grasp, but a show of force is not the only way to entice them to your side. You can also give them candy. They have been given an impossible task of recording every fragment of magic they can find. For the possibilities have multiplied in mortal hands. A large and carnivorous gyroscope room would surely provide a space in the mortal realm capable of housing their surplus spells. Perhaps that would be enough to lure these wandering wizards from wherever they currently skulk. We've already got that, so now... we've got the blue scribes now? The blue scribes marvel at the vast library before them, eager to fill it to the brim with all manner of destructive magic and abilities. Their bickering, however, is endlessly tiresome. While one yearns to join us in our path to ruin, destroying the mortal world, the other longs for the towering halls of your library, eager to continue transcribing their mess of jumbled scrolls in Tzeentch's honor. Though the constant argument has been the cause of several headaches, they do raise an interesting proposition. You could lead these harbingers of chaos into battle, where their records will be written in the blood of your foes. Yet perhaps their work is better suited to your libraries, where this collection of occult power is sure to grow under their watch. So you get the blue scribes either way. Leading them to destruction gives us mastery of elemental wind for all of our Tzeentchian heroes and lords. Meanwhile, the occult library just drops cooldown. Let's definitely lead them to destruction. Welcome, blue scribes.
Blue scribes.
Well, Lao Tzu now also has the lovely seduce units budget penalty for our enemy.
Winner.
Parchment's overdue.
Winner.
Blue scribes are eager to wreak havoc upon your enemies, reading spells at random from their scrolls until all is drowning in chaos. Every morsel of magic let loose in the air is another scroll scribbled into being, another spell etched to life in Zenith's name. Zenith. With the powerful blue scribes at your side, the arcane power of Tzeentch is always at hand. Every parchment filled, new magics lie at your disposal, certain to make the enemies of change quake in fear. Yes, quite. They have themselves an extra wide Screamer of Tzeentch. We'll have them join up with Lao Tzu and lay siege to Grung Dobekzolf.
At once.
We'll have the blue scribes roll with Kevin, I think. We'll have the normal. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm deciding. We're gonna have the normal iridescent horror, Socrates, here join up with Laozi. Definitely not gonna cause any issues. But we'll have the blue scribes rolling with Kevin. I think. These guys have a lot going for them, so I'm gonna have to remember everything that's happening. Look at them though, they're great. We'll be bickering on the battlefield even. One can basically writes down all the spells, but cannot understand them, and the other one has the ability to cast all the spells, but can't write them, or something along those lines. They've got skills that complement one another, but it's kind of a curse at the same time. As we level them up, we'll gain all of the different lores of magic that are just added in as random spells. We start with, looks like just the lore of Tzeentch, and then from there we can power them up. Let's give the lads the Ogre Blade. Let's combine up these two. Ether Blade. I like that even more. Lightsabers for our Scribes of Change. Okay, so no other ancillaries for them, but they're all here in Laozi's army. Let's do some damage. Let's do some damage. Banner of Change would allow us to have whoever they come into contact with transform. Probably a good idea for our spawn here. And then the Banner of Eternal Flame we will just add to Princes of Perfection, question mark. As long as it doesn't override the Soporific Musk, I'm happy to have it on them. How much would it be to seduce these spawn away? If we had the cash, it'd be easy. So we are going to want to be a little bit defensive with this squad here. They have two spellcasters, one with Melkoths and one with the Slaneshi lineup, so let's see what we can do. Oh, another choke point battle. Devastation is upon you. Evil cackling intensifies, although they're able to deploy a lot closer than we are, so they might be able to get away from the choke point. We'll try our best to close the gap, though. We have our Zangors that we can use to hold the line if we need to, or our Spearmen be up front, but if we must, we have to keep them in the choke point if we want to take them down with minimal casualties on our side. Blue Horrors. And if you're not enunciating, it can get you in all sorts of trouble. And then the Pink Horrors. Pinks, and then the spawn of Tzeentch we're gonna have go wreak havoc at the front line. They've got their little explosion that kicks off, which is perfect for removing all of the magical attacks that Slaneshi soldiers have. Normal Marauders going in beside the Princes of Perfection, which are going to be shouting for Slaanesh like absolute chads while ripping apart other Slaaneshi warriors, which I am here for. Alright, those phalanxes and spears will work, and then we can have the Angor hopefully charge around past them, if we're able. And missile units all as one, and then the beasties, and we'll have the blue horror, or the scribes. They are blue horrors, but a little bit extra special. Got some great animations. Cannot wait. Let's get it going. And a battle begin. Everyone in quickly, Blue Scribes and Laozi. You can just come over the top and start chucking rocks at whoever you can.
The Eternal Hunters!
Spicy rocks. Spawn move forward. And honestly, if we can stop them from moving up, how much spells do you guys have access to? We will overcast the Firestorm right in the middle.
I am the emissary.
Do the thing. Luckily, overcasting is not a problem for Tzeentch. And now Devastation. You guys need to hurry up.
Bring us souls!
Move quickly. Start blasting all of the blue horrors, fire on this group of spawn, and then we'll have the pinks go after anyone in the back line there. Do some whips coming through for us. We are unafeared though. Spearman. Do your thing. Glorious. Look at all the damage they were taking before they even got in. Alright, so this is the cultist we need to worry about now. You guys rip through, go after that cultist. Zangor. Deal with both cultists. Lovely. Bring the Sour Guts back a bit, and we'll just send the spawn in. Come over the top and deal with these Hellstriders. And where my other spawn out? Do the same. Beautiful stuff. Any of you guys have abilities we can access? Doesn't look like it. Glean some magic. We cast that on yourself, or does it have to be, we can rip it from one of the enemy spellcasters? We're just giving them magic. Hopefully we're stealing it from them. Sorry, Slanesh, but you've learned that choke points are just not your thing. With most of our warp fire throwers not currently active. We're not paying their salaries nearly enough. You go ahead and land into these Seekers. What kind of damage the blue Scribes can get up to. They already made some extra spawn, so let's collapse on the center line here. Blue Scribes, you blast apart these Seekers.
Herald of the Raven God.
And you keep charging my Furies, but I don't think it's working out like you think. This back line now. Send in the blue Scribes. Utter annihilation. Seahorse monsters get out of there as quickly as they can, don't they? Ooh, flattened both of those guys. Smash so hard they almost just depositioned. It's best just to pretend like we're down. Are we losing anyone ourselves? Doesn't look like it. Zangors, you deal with these cultists. Let's have the Furies turn around. These Scribes are fighting some Hellstriders, so we'll send them some help. We can honestly just pull them away a little bit. They're not taking as much damage. They're not really meant to be in a fight with Hellstriders. Not really, I mean not at all. Our Princes of Perfection are fleeing for their lives, which is pretty pathetic. Go ahead and blast. Good old blue fire that way. Make sure this cultist is not coming back. We're trying to drop down some more Melkoths, aren't we? You surviving Slaneshi cultists. Oh, these are both the heroes. Fighting like champions. Back to back, well, for a brief amount of time. And there's the victory. Lovely stuff. Another settlement falls to Kevin. Alright, he's gonna give us a close victory, I guess. I mean, we did lose a few of our Princes of Perfection, which is unacceptable. We've got Nurgle currently in this province. Let's go ahead and drop in. We need to get above, it's like 750 or so mark for the abilities. So let's go ahead and throw in another Nurgle settlement here. So we can try to get those switchable plagues. There we go. Switchable plagues have now been unlocked. Bequeathed by the Lord of Decay, the power to summon and spread the most noxious plagues. Everyone's gonna love it. Weakendings have switch between Bowel Steep, Ray Fever, the Red Ague, or the Ochre Pox. I think we'll probably go for the Ochre Pox for the extra experience gain. Bowel Steep is pretty good too, though, for extra replenishment and physical resistance. We'll just have the Ochre Pox.
We agree.
Have the most elite of soldiers. Loudseat, I think it's time for you to now have the Prismatic Plurality.
Demon Prince.
Illusions of Grandeur for Prince. Yes, is the option. Then the blue scribes. What
Magical.
new lore of magic do we wish to step into? I think healing. Chiron, which is just not allowed. Demons should not have access to Chiron. Oh, lovely. You guys already built this up for me. So we've got a Tzeentchian Shrine here, giving us access to the Pink Horrors, the Chaos Warriors, and some more of the fairly meh Screamers. I like that idea quite a bit. Where would we go if we wanted to get Spawn of Slaanesh? Because I quite like the idea of using them as devastating flankers. In the meantime, though, we can snag another Gallery of Delusions for the extra captives captured, which will allow us to get more glory every battle. We also have the Slaaneshi altar over here for Slaanesh troops, which I actually like quite a bit. Because most of our armies I'm going to try to make a combination of Slaanesh and Tzeentch. But we will have all of the gods represented here before the end, even if they're not buffed up as much as they could be. Leave everything in as it is. I like all these settlements buildings that we have to start with.
Those who serve
Let's
the
see.
changer may come.
Well, we have some pretty good stuff to grab from here. We do have unit caps on our Exalted Pinks. And we just don't have any gold for anything else anyway. Excellent. Well, that is one enemy completely bisected. We now have to go after the Winter Pyre and the Icicle Pass to make sure we don't have to deal with them at all. What we do...
Northmen come.
deal with the Brennans, who are down to one settlement, and are enemies with everyone.
What you want?
And the Skull Takers, who are enemies with just the Brennans.
Yeah.
Damn for the Dark Prince.
Interesting. You declared war on me first, but for peace it would give me 9k.
But if you fail, then I'll reap
9k is so much.
end.
But that would cause issues with Kolek, wouldn't it? Oh, but 9,000 gold. We could possibly have a temporary peace, and I'll probably just immediately start raiding you again. So much gold. Mine.
Ow.
Tribal fury.
Peace and nothing more.
Supreme
And we can come on back to the Altar of Spawns and do some upgrading. Psych, no we can't. Taldersfjord Port is the one settlement we own in Taldersfjord. We'll move back around to fighting them soon. I think that means we'll go for the upgrade of Raka Ornsmatek here. We definitely need the extra defenders. And then that's apparently all we can do in that province. So we'll come over to the Forbidden Citadel and drop in another dedicated town. Making us a lot of gold. Cockatrice Hunting Grounds is on friendly territory. What about the Monolith of Melek? Both have trade resources that'll just turn into Nurgle glory, so we'll just do that. Evan, my good sir, you've got to have some new body parts for us to try out.
Daemon Prince.
Oh, we got some leather armor, which better not be better than light armor. Gives him more melee attack. Oh, we can see his unfortunate looking... I don't know what these are. They look like tumors almost. Your arms aren't doing so good there, Kevin. Word save, melee defense, extra melee attack, but we do lose a lot of armor, and the Paragon of Ruin is just charge bonus for everyone in the area. No, I like him being incredibly tanky. Plus, these pauldrons are awesome looking. Trophy legs are good for all glory gained. We're still missing the Doom Sword. Do we have that now? Oh, sweet. Okay, I don't care about your abs there, Kevin. Thanks. Doom Sword is going to give us less speed, more damage. I mean, that's just unnecessary. Those will get stuck in all sorts of armor. Let's look at this sword here. It's like a red lightsaber. I'm here for it. And now we've got the Armaments of Chaos activated, so we'll gain more glory across all of the different pantheons. A little bit of upkeep reduction, and then we get 250 experience gain per turn. Sweet business. Is that it? Nothing else? How sad. Kevin is very mutationless. Such is the way, I guess.
It's me.
Okay, well, we've already spent all of the gold we were just given. See if we can't steal some more from them here in the next couple turns. Right, the Brennans have been wiped out, and we've got an imminent rebellion here in the Eagle's Peak. We're not in a very good place to actually rotate and deal with that, so we might just have to stop collecting income there for a moment. And we go into March, get back to Eldershore. Exactly what I want to do. We'll have a Loud Sea here. Come over and start getting ready to raid. What happened to the Winterfire? I can't see anything further south, so it was raised by someone, though. I'll see you just come on over to Krakadordan, and I will keep the Blue Scribes with him.
Such prismatic
Spend the turn replenishing. Can we grab any more units? For these Halberd Warriors in Siege. Maybe we can grab just another unit of Pink Horrors. 2 turns. Let's grab them. Let's grab them. We also need Kevin to start upgrading, but I would like to keep an eye on these fools. It's only a matter of time before we can declare war on them again, so they are likely getting ready to do the same. Okay, well, before too long here, we'll join their war by offering to join Kolek. In fact, we might do that now. Kolek,
I am the Tempest.
I will join your war against the Steelfist Reavers and their petty aceling, and you shall give me a non-aggression pact and you'll go.
The fates agree.
We have a deal. Better quake in your metal boots there, Steelfist Reavers. We are on the way. And while we're here with Loud Sea, we might as well kick out one of these other blue horrors and start replacing them with pinks.
Summon them.
Provided I can recruit them. See you later.
Who goes back to the well?
Every single one of those blues. Imminent rebellion. Can we do anything about that? -7. We're collecting a fair bit of gold from here. That stops the rebellion in its tracks. But we are now making half the income we were. That's alright. We'll deal for now. You might want to recruit in another army over here and let them start to crack down on the peoples. Right, Socrates gained himself a rank, and here comes Kolek. Really, that was who was down there destroying things. Like, before you do more trespassing in my lands, would you like a non-aggression or a military access pact?
I am energized.
No. Okay, well, hopefully he wants to be friends and isn't going to cause us any issues.
The horror.
It's not like we could really do much about it anyway. Let's go for more income. Right. More income. And then with Kevin, we can start moving on over. Maybe stealing from the people of Vitterheim.
Seek prey, minions.
There's no way they could defend against me. Lost their armies or they're out somewhere else. We raid in their territory? Oh, we can. Happy day. No replenishing. The warriors fall, they deserve it. Let's be real. Okay, as far as your next set of skills, Favor of the Raven God is going to drop enemy Winds of Magic. You got 2 ways of doing that. Less armor for enemies, upkeep reduction, and then Chosen of Zinch is exceptional protection. Yes, that seems pretty good. We'll go for that next. First, we're going to grab the final transmutation, though, just for maximum damage on a big blob of idiots.
This world will burn.
Sweet. Allows you just here for one more turn. Anything else we can get up to? Yep, a little bit more gold here is the way. Since our heroes are actually free to recruit in, let's grab... Who do we want to hold the line over here? It's a Zinchian settlement. Let's go for a Herald of Corn. Force them to hold the line. Bad hat or no ambush. Just gives him Tormentor Sword to have. Yes, please. Welcome, Blazer. We're gonna rename you immediately. Do I have a Lord Shax already? I always like to make a Blood Reaper Lord Shax. I can't do his my interpretation of his voice here because explode your eardrums, but I'd like to. Cause Terror, Grey Fever, or just the Awkward Pox. Increase the amount of experience we gain as much as we can here. And more experience gain. Sweet. Non-aggression with the Skull Takers, but I would prefer to knock them out. Definitely go ahead and grab the military access pack with the Oracles of Zinchian. They're starting to degrade in relation, so we can't have that. Give me your money. Agreed. Now, you need to start giving me buffs with your changing of the ways. Zinch, decrease it. So far, it looks like they're handling Boris alright. They can keep him away from our gold settlement. That's going to make me very happy. Alright, the turn is again ours, and you can probably hear a motorcycle going by, but that's just fine. We've now grown our forces, so we gain a heap of extra glory. Still barely not enough to gain our bloodletting, though, for Corn. Okay, Kevin, looks like you gained a bunch more mutations. Let's find out. So the Cosmic Body is going to be the fancy one that gives us Glean Magic, Winds of Change. Glean Magic upgraded, extra barrier by 500. We lose a lot of our damage. Let's make ourselves more. We've got a lovely ab window still. Perfect. Throwing off the enemy. Arcane Flight. No, that's the way to go there. We're going to keep the Aged Wings. I guess we'll at least take a look and see what they look like. Armordash and Wings. They honestly look great. If we were Slaneshi. The Light Armored Gauntlets will give us the Deathbringer. Gate of Chaos is just so good. The Deathbringer ability is just goofy, though. A little bit of extra punchiness. You can shoulder charge right into fools and send them flying. Give me back this Gate of Chaos, though. That's the way to go. The legs, we have to kind of use the trophy legs if we want our extra glory gained from all sources, but... Oh no. You wouldn't be able to sit anywhere. Back to our trophy legs. Cover them in skulls. That's far better than what we had before. Kevin? Smash.
Conquest.
Oh, Einar's back. Oh, you poor fool. And we could seduce some of these units if we so wish. We've got the gold. Well, maybe we don't. How much gold do we have? Total favor available, 2,100. So, I mean, we could steal these Forsaken. We don't need to. A couple spellcasts is gonna see us to victory. So let's have one more battle here for this episode. Kevin versus the Mutated Reavers. Okay, let's find ourselves a weakened corner and smash on through, which gets to put us in one pretty well right here. Kevin? You and other flyers get ready to cause some issues. We'll have the spawn go after those front gates. I'm also pretty curious to see if that little explosion they throw out does any extra damage to the gates. Allows us to get through any faster than we normally would. Hounds off on the side, flyers ready to help out Kevin. And then all of our myriad of missile troops, which are our most expendable, at least the blue horrors are. King's a little bit further back. They are still in range of these gatehouse towers, so we will have to keep that in mind. Flyer, you come over here with Kevin. Want you back with our squishy boys. Giving them some pep talks. Bring flyers together. That works for me. we'll have all of the bloodletters and things back behind our squishy Yogo balls. If anyone wants to do the dying, it's not them. I mind having some Forsaken up front just in case. And the Marauders ready to also do the dying before the Pink Horrors do. Very haphazard looking battle strategy here. Keep these guys a little bit further back. Alright, that looks good. Keep our very fragile demons in the back line and begin the battle. You two move up to take down the gatehouse. Everyone else is fly up to be obnoxious. Well, they are all in on dealing with our speedy boys. We'll just have them go way round wide. Holding it shift to paint a path for them if you want to know how that works. Move everyone in. Rotate ever so slightly. I'm going to bring you in to start taking down those gatehouse. More the merrier. Kevin, you go deal with the Chaos War Shrine, and we'll let you just kind of fly over the top and chuck fireballs at the Chaos Knight. Furies, is there a tower over here you guys can deal with? You can see little red dots all over the place. But no towers, not yet. Done lots of building. Hopefully nothing very useful. Alright, Lamprey's Bite, just to keep this group disrupted. Kevin, if we really want to, we can be a absolute menace. Go ahead and drop down the Infernal Gateway. I'm curious how much damage we get on these knights if they decide to come after you. Let's drop that down there. I've got some guys flying overhead, so what I'm going to do is mute for a moment while they do whatever kind of practice runs they're up to, and I'll catch you all in just a second, but I'm just going to mute.
Murder and madness!
And weird silence abated. I am back now. Going for the final transmute. We can only actually activate it on one unit here on SFO. That's very interesting. Are they close enough to get any can't move bunnies? Looks like no. We'll just drop this one. Kevin's handling him by himself. Fires of Zinch. We can wait on that one. Fly over the top here, we'll launch the Bolt of Change at these poor fools. Somehow these towers are still getting shots. Change comes down, it doesn't really do all that much damage at all. Let's go ahead and move ever so slightly. Looks like they're going to try to move in with idiots of their own. We'll just discourage that by final transmutating him. Welcome to turning into metal. Population U. Horrors in there. Throw some blue horrors in there. We've got to move a little bit. Any towers to deal with. Since their units are so elite, we can't really risk sending our flyers in just yet. They just get smashed. They keep flying around and being a nuisance. Welcome, blue horrors. You lot, come on up. Start harassing these Chaos Knights with lances if you can for me. Paint them pink. Let's use the extra goodies here. Slaneshi spawn or spawn of Zinch. Keep moving. We'll have you regenerate magic spit. Taking a little bit of damage, but I think it's just fine. All things considered. I go for a single cast of this. Kevin, you probably could use a cast of your own. You can use it on friendlies. Or it's still broken and you can't. Alright, Kevin, you get away from here. Just try to give the War Shrine one more chop. Those blue horrors are doing a very good job of being a nuisance. Come over here and Lamprey's Bite these clowns. Pinks, I prefer you not do whatever you're doing right now. The horrors looks like they are sending in. They're thinking about it aggressively. Forsaken of Seat, you guys come down here and throw down. Through the gates yet. Come on, lads, you can do it. Kevin is in the middle of some nonsense he doesn't want to be now. We do thankfully have the Zinch's Firestorm, so let's just let it rip. You guys through the gates over here yet? Slowly and steadily. Looks like the enemy lord has completely exposed himself, sent in the Furies and the Lamprey critters. We'll have to keep in mind that as soon as we do notice the knights change their battle strategy. Being a little bit goofy here. Keep out of the fight. Through those gates, perfect. Still not somehow. You pull yourself out of the fight, let everyone else fill in for you. All of their combat skills. We're waiting for our Furies to descend. Wouldn't mind trying to go for him. Chuck your fireball where you can. Let's try to build up some more magics. Come slamming over here on these Forsaken.
Behold my divinity.
Still not through those gates.
Sensuous diversion.
I give him credit for building some pretty potent gates here. The horrors all set up on top so you can blast down. You're a blue fire. As we're up above 20 or you're up above 15 again, these guys are going to start exploding every now and again, which is awesome. Out of the fight, you go after these knights. Use your lampreys bite to hopefully get you out of that nonsense. I want to send them through the front, but let's go ahead and have them go up the ladders. Here. We'll bring Sludnash around. We can just do a quick Searing Doom in here to drop us down to 15, which is still exactly what we need. You have to get out of the fight with those great weapons, otherwise you're just going to get killed. We're going to lose the Stingrays. Keep trying to make them work, and they're just not. They're not great. Kevin, you pull back. Let's drop down yet another Infernal Gateway. Let's not overcast it just in case. In case of any kind of miscast nonsense. But once you're up in the air, that'll have more spell intensity as well. Alright, they're through. Right on in, we're going to have the Hound Dogs go after this unit of Chaos Lances. I'm going to lose the Stingrays. Tried my best. Fly back over here and maybe get some leadership back. Heals go down to Kevin 100%. Kevin, we'll have you come over here and clobber these devoted marauders. Have some blue horrors appear behind. Keep our little lads in. Okay, we've finally broken through. No one's going anywhere. Send in the boys. Oh, just kidding, we're not through the gates yet. Or they think it's easier to go up and over the walls. Come back over here, you lunatics. Pump up the lads before they go into combat. Let's go ahead and have this poor fool rampage and take extra damage. It's a lot of fun, I promise you. You guys come back in and help capturing this zone. We'll have the Furies come over the top. See no real towers they put in, which is awesome. Evan come around. Check our units, make sure no one's under any threat of routing. Break these halberd warriors, definitely. Land on these Forsaken, weakening as many as you can. Evan, where's your most useful? Let's go over the top here. Probably with these Forsaken. Sure, those knights never come back, and then from there we've got them. We'll go for extra armor on these Forsaken. Kevin's here now, fools. Time to die. Didn't really land where I wanted him to, though. Socrates, you pull a little ways away. Provided an excellent service as a distraction. Let's go ahead and sit in the bloodletters. 18 cores we can get set up in positions on the actual settlement grounds. Maybe, maybe not. Pull these guys around. Recharge that ammo as you go. Go ahead and rampage these Chaos Warriors with halberds. And also make them terrible at fighting. Here, the old dude of death. Back here there, Kevin. You go after these halberd warriors, make sure they're never coming back. Drop down that extra, or that huge melee attack debuff. And go over here and clobber these Forsaken. I'll do. Blood for the Blood God. Just Forsaken Marauders and Chaos Warriors falling apart all over the place. Lend in some help here, and we'll have the cavalry come in and just smash the rest. Let's pull back a little ways. The width through the line's not a bad call. And there's the victory. Still pretty hard fought because Chaos likes to roll pretty heavily armored and very elite, but they win all the same. Alright, we'll take the decisive win. 53 losses. Looks like most of that was our Shrieking Sky Rays, which is just fine. We can sack the settlement 4,000. Really not a bad idea. I'd like to see how much we might gain for then claiming Vitterheim after sacking it. We might not get nearly as much in terms of glory. Oh yeah, we get no glory. Ah, okay. So we chose gold over the Dark Gods. All back. Probably should have just gone ahead and grabbed it then for the glory gain. That would be alright though.
Immortal glory!
Mortal glory. Definitely growing chaos. Drop that construction time for all buildings action Y by 20% up to 30% total.
Demon Prince.
Pretty silly. Magic is weakness, indeed it is.
Reborn to triumph.
Anything else we can get that would allow us to move further on the campaign map? No, but you gain Wayfarer eventually, which
bloody tribute to chaos.
is really terrifying. 5% more income from raiding. Let's just go for Pain is Pleasure.
Chaos.
Increase our physical resistances, and then we'll go for magic reserves. Awesome. Ooh, hang on now. I see training down there. That's the way.
Immortal glory.
8,000 gold, surely. We can do some proper upgrading. Absolutely, we'll take the Monolith of Hawk up to tier 3. Here in our newly claimed Krakadorden. This gives us Nurgle Glory and then growth for all provinces adjacent to this one. And just more experience gain faction-wide, which is awesome. Let's snag the Halls of Ovation. And see what's upgradable over here. Khazid Skovarag, which has access to the Carved Obsidian. Let's take it up to the next tier there, and then we'll see what kind of soldiers we can get for Blazer. No one good. No one Cornate either. In fact, only factions he would despise, which is pretty funny. Just increase income for now. Everywhere we can. Loud C will have you come on out. can't quite make it to the Icicle Pass. We'll just stay within that 50% range, and then we'll start stealing.
Start the coven.
Oh, maybe we can. Maybe we can move up and start stealing now.
Ain't no place for me.
Barely get over the border. I think we shall then. Our peace treaty does not stop me from stealing your goodies. Yes, we get it. Born. For undivided corruption, we'll just go for Fires of Chaos in case he is attacked. It'll be a horrible time for anyone who decides to make that bad decision. We skip through. We'll take a quick look at diplomacy, though. Still the Skull Takers, which no thanks, Greenskins.
Spoilers, come.
We'll be claiming your settlement quite soon. Right then. That is all for this turn. Let's see what you have to say about it, Einar. Alright, Sigdunson, you fool. With the Grand Manifestation of Tzeentch. Lock Manifestation of Tzeentch after constructing the Tier 4 Major Settlement. Gives us some replenishment faction-wide. That sounds good to me.
Aid my conquest.
So we can surround Einar here and get the extra replenishment from besieging them. Valiant defeat, I'm not so concerned. Half health units fall pretty quickly to magic. So we'll just set up some towers and a ram. And then we'll continue the siege.
Yes.
Should replenish. We'll replenish a little bit more than we normally would, even. Like good stuff. I don't see them coming out to attack us. If they know what's good for them. Control is positive 28. For some reason, it hasn't started moving up. I would love to collect income from here. Oh, perfect. No problem at all. If we would have done that a little bit sooner, we would have been back in business. Do not ask which creature screams in the night. Do not question who waits for you in the shadow. Cooldown, action, success chance, and then causes attrition to anyone in our territory. That's great. We could go ahead and activate this now. That way, if they do choose to come out and face us, we've got the extra spell intensity. Stuff, Lousy, you keep stealing. That's your job.
Magical.
Make sure the Slaneshi faction has no gold. Eventually, they'll recruit up another force. They will have Hellstriders and Seekers, perhaps. Nothing more scary than that. Which works for me. Right, excellent. Now I'm going to be out of time for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's episode of our Kevin the Daemon Prince campaign. Remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub phone. I'll see y'all in the next one.